Good morning, students. Welcome into the new session of Content Management System using WordPress. In our previous discussion, we have gone through the installation of another plugin which is called as WooCommerce. WooCommerce plugin is basically used to create a product store for selling the items in a given geographical area for the desired description with its price. That means we have downloaded the official plugin of WordPress from the website called wordpress.org, and then we have installed and activated the same plugin, and we have added a one product which is called as LED TV 32 inch. So now let's continue the same discussion for the further more details. As you can see into the listing of plugin, we have installed the plugin called WooCommerce and it works successfully. Now into the settings of this plugin, we can see the several section of handling the particular plugin, like it shows the base location, selling location, shipping location, default customer location, taxes enable disabling, store notice, currency, position of the currency, 1000 decimal and number decimal separators, which we can change if we requires. Now over here, that means into the plugin section of WordPress, it cannot shows the product that we have created. For that, just look at to the product part which is given below the WooCommerce into the listing. That means into the portion of dashboard there is a one option called product. Just open that particular window. Once you open that particular window, whatever the product that we have created in last lecture, you will see here with the image preview of that particular product. Now, whenever we click on that means whenever we move our cursor on that particular product, it shows many information related to this particular product, like the ID of that product with edit, quick edit, thresh, that is delete, view, duplicate, is it available in stock or not, the MRP, the sales price, any category if we have given, any tag if we have given, and the published date will be displayed over here. Now in today's lecture, what we are going to do, first we will open that particular product in a new window. Now once that product is open into the new window, this section we have already done into the last lecture. What we will do is we'll click onto the link of that particular product, so that product browsed and open into the next window like this, where we will find the facility of add to cart. So this product is opened now, where it contains the name of product, MRP of the product, selling price of the product, short description of the product, a detailed description of the product with the sidebar, header as well as footer. Now what we are going to do is that This is our phase number 2 for WooCommerce. In this phase, we are continuing with the facility of add to cart. We will see how add to cart works. So first, here the quantity which we want to purchase, we have to give. Suppose I want to purchase this particular TV, a single piece, then I have to kept as it is. Otherwise, you can purchase multiple number of product by just clicking on this tick bar. Yet I have kept a single quantity over here and pressing add to cart. Now once the add to cart button is pressed, here you will see a one green bar where it shows LED 32-inch has been added to your cart. That means if you remember about the first lecture, whenever we are setting the store of WooCommerce, at that time there are 4 options came, that is shop, then checkout, then cart, and then account. So over here we are discussing about the cart. This product is added into the cart. Suppose over here you want to purchase for another item, then you can continue with your shopping experience for the shop. But I don't want to continue with adding more items. I just want to make a bill of this particular item. Then what I am doing is I am just clicking on this view cart. Now once you click on this view cart, there is a final summary of this particular product will be displayed onto the screen, where there is a preview of image, there is a name of product, there is a price of product, there is a quantity of product, and there is a total billing amount of this particular product which will be displayed over here. Even it gives a facility of applying the coupon. Now what is coupon? It's a promotional code. Suppose you have some promotional code, by just applying this promotional code over here, you will get discount on this price also. So parallelly over here we are also creating the coupon code, and then we go for checkout process. So for that what we have to do here, suppose we are writing any number, any XYZ coupon code, then simply it says that ABC coupon is not exist. That means this code should be created by the admin, then and then it will be validated over here. So we will create a valid coupon code over here, and we'll see what is the exact procedure of that particular coupon code applied to this particular MRP or the selling price. So for that what we will do, we'll go into the WooCommerce. There is an option called coupon. We'll click on that coupon. That particular page is something like this, where there is an option called add coupon. Just click on that add coupon option. Now here give the coupon code like MVM, any coupon code you can give, but I am giving MVM DC, that is for discount, and the number that I am giving 100. Here I am giving the short description like this coupon code will give 100 rupees discount on any product. Clear? So this is just a description. Now once this description is given, you have to set the amount of discount or the amount which you want to deduct from the original amount, which have 3 options: percentage discount, fixed card discount, fixed product discount. There is a difference between these two. Percentage discount means what? Say for example, here I will set this first option, and over here I am writing 10 and I am publishing this particular coupon. So whenever you apply this particular coupon onto the product that we have purchased, it gives 10% discount on this amount. Clear? Next is fixed card discount. That means for any product it will give minimum discount. For any product it will give minimum discount. Suppose I want to put a fixed product discount, then we have to go for this third option. What is the difference between these two? The difference between these two is that this particular option is applicable to all the products, and this particular option is applicable to any specific product. So here I am selecting the third one right now, and amount that I want to give as a discounted amount is rupees 100. Then if this product is kept for the free shipping, then you have to tick this one. Generally in Amazon, Flipkart, eBay, whenever you purchase any item from the website, then they provides a free shipping. So this will be done from this simple single click. Then there is a coupon expiry date we need to specify. That means how many days this coupon gets valid. Say for example, yet I am giving a single day. For a 1 day this coupon is valid. I am just, let me first copy this particular coupon code. I am just publishing this particular coupon. It will take few moments. Now once this coupon is created, here you will find our message that coupon updated, and whenever you click on this coupon, this valid coupon will be displayed on a listing of coupon codes. I hope this is clear that MBMC DC 100 is created successfully. Now what we are doing, into the card we are applying that particular coupon code, and if that coupon code is valid, it automatically shows our message that coupon code applied successfully, and over here into the total from 18,100 rupees has been given as a discounted, and the final amount to be paid by the buyer is 17,900 rupees. I hope this is clear for all of you that what is coupon code, how to create coupon code, where to apply coupon code, etc. etc. So from 18,000, by applying the coupon code, final amount is 17,900 rupees that buyer need to pay. Now once it is done, I have applied my coupon code successfully. I am just press to check out. This is my final step of purchasing the product. In my checkout page, it asks for the billing details. That means it will give the order summary as well as it asks for the buyer's personal detail where that particular product is going to be delivered. So over here you can see that there is a name of product, quantity that buyer wish to purchase, the amount that buyer has given, then the subtotal, then the discounted price, that is the coupon price, and then the main delivery with the payment option, that is cash on delivery. Here it shows the cash on delivery because we have selected at the time of setup only the cash on delivery. Otherwise, if we have selected more option, then there is a list of option will be displayed over here. Now, once you have seen all these things and buyer feels that everything is okay, then that particular person will enter the billing detail of him or herself, that is the first name, last name, company name, country, then the detailed address, then the city, then the state comes by default because we have set up that particular state at the time of store installation. Once it is done, we need to enter a valid postal code, then the valid phone number. Here you will see that there is an star, a red star. This red star means these are the compulsory fields that buyer need to give. Then additional information it requires like deliver this product with gift wrapping on my birthday. This is a simple additional note that user wants to give, that might be edited at any moment of time before placing the order. So I think my detail is correct, everything is perfect. So simply I am here placing the order. Now, once successfully this order has been placed, over here we will get our message order received, thank you, your order has been received, the order number, then the date, the total amount to be payable on cash on delivery, detail of the product which is going to be delivered at your home, at your doorstep, then the special note that I have given, the mail ID of buyer, phone number of the buyer, and the billing address of the buyer. So this order has been placed successfully in my store. Now what happened into the professional websites like Amazon, Flipkart, etc. Once this is done, one message, SMS will be shoot from the company which gets into the given mobile number with this complete detail. That means in your mobile number you will get the order number, expected date of delivery, the mode of payment, the history of the product that you have purchased, the amount that you have to pay on cash on delivery, the mailing address, all these things you will get in your SMS as well as on your email ID that you have provided. So successfully right now the order has been placed. Now the question came in our mind that this order has been placed from the client side, where it came into the admin side. So for that just go into the dashboard. Just go into the dashboard and into the WooCommerce. Before this coupon there is an order option. Just click on that order option. Here you will see one, that is the one order that I have placed. So whenever you click on this order, here you will see a one green signal that indicates it is processing. That means a buyer has given the request to purchase this product, which came from client side to the admin side. Admin side have to take this particular order as a confirmed order, and then the further process will be goes. So over here it shows the processing. Your concentration should be on this green signal. Plus it shows an order ID by the username. In my system, buyer is myself and seller is myself, so it shows the admin. Otherwise, whatever the name of client that has given the order will be displayed over here with the mail ID just below the name of user, then with edit and trace option, then the order date, then the amount that he have to pay for this particular order via the mode of payment, that is called as cash on delivery, and then it gives then it gives the two action, that is one is complete and one is view. First we will go for view. Whenever you click on view, that means whenever the admin, a seller, a company who is selling this particular product press the view button, in the view button that company is able to see that what is the order date, the status of order that is processing, name of the customer, or you can say the email ID of the customer, address of the customer, mail ID, phone number of the customer, name of the product with the price, quantity and the exact amount to be payable. Discount is 100 rupees. There is no shipping cost to be taken from buyer, and the final amount which the buyer have to pay. So all these things will came into the view with some more information that we will discuss later on. But right now what I am doing as a seller of the company, I am just accepting that order. That means suppose I am pressing complete over here. Just look at to this particular green signal, it will be changed. Wait for few minutes, few moment. Here you will get a complete icon. That means whatever the buyer has requested is accepted by the company, and now the store of that particular company take out a 132-inch LED TV, packed into the particular box as per the special instruction of the buyer. They gift wrap that particular TV and send to the desired address by the courier company. Within a few days, once this order has been received from that particular buyer, the automatic payment confirmation will be done from this particular option. So this is a one simple order taking and order placing procedure to be done in WooCommerce. I hope all of you have understand that what I am going to do is, again I am performing the same facility for another product. That means I am giving you the demo of the same thing for another time. I am closing all the windows. I am just into the dashboard. Once the store is set up, what I have to do? I have to go in product. Into the product, I have to add new product. Then I have to give the name of product. Before that, I am searching for the graph first. So I'm just opening the Google website, and here I am writing microwave oven and looking for some good image. Say for example, I'm taking this microwave oven. Let's see the image. I am downloading this particular image first on my desktop and saving this image as micro simple. Once it is done, I'm closing everything. Here I'm giving the name of product microwave oven. Here I'm adding a short description of this microwave oven. Stylist microwave oven for fulfilling mistake fulfilling all the kitchen requirement. Simple. I am putting this description. Then into the product image, I am setting the product image, just clicking on the product image, and I am uploading the product image which I have downloaded on desktop, like, and the given name called micro. Once it is done, I am setting this particular image. Then I am giving a regular price 6,500, sales price is 6,000, taxable. Then tax class is standard. I am taking simple as it is. Then into the shipping, I am not changing into the shipping yet. Let's keep it as it is. And as a description, I am giving this is test for creating new product for selling. Then I am publishing this particular product. Once this product is published, I am just clicking on the hyperlink which is provided over here. That product will be displayed over here. just like our LED TV with all its description and the price. What here I am doing, instead of one, here I am purchasing two and pressing add to cart. Just look at to this particular price. This microwave oven has been added in my cart, so I am just pressing view cart. In view cart, as I have given the two quantity, it automatically multiplies by 2, that means 6000 into 2 is 12,000, so it gives me 12,000 over here. And for this also I am applying my coupon code, because the coupon code expiry date is a single day. So this coupon code applied successfully, 200 rupees will be deducted. Why? Because there are two quantities. I have applied for 100 rupees of single, so automatically it calculates 200 rupees, and the exact amount to be payable is 11,800. I am finally pressing process to check out for purchasing the product. Billing address I would like to keep it as the same. I don't want to go for changing all these things. You can change by your own also. Then I am pressing place order. Once the order has been placed successfully, here you will see the detail of the product. Now what we have to do, we have to go into the WooCommerce and orders. Up to the date, there are two up to the particular time there is a single order. Now we will see the two different orders. One is already completed, that is an order for LED TV, and this is the new order which is came from the same user. Now by clicking on view button, it shows the detail of particular product which has to be approved by the company. So company is going to approve this particular product. So over here we have to press the complete button. Once it is done, a message has been fired from the company that your order has been approved by the XYZ company and your order number is 17, your mail ID is so on, your mobile number is so on, your product is so on. You have to pay 11,800 rupees whenever the product gets delivered at your doorstep. So with these two examples, what we have learned, the first phase of WooCommerce is to set up the entire store for selling the product, that we have done in our last lecture. In this lecture, what we have done, we have purchased the one product by add to cart facility. Once it is done, on admin side, we have in admin side, in WooCommerce order, we have approved the order. That means order confirmation will be given to the customer that your order has been received by the company successfully, and within a short period of time that particular order gets delivered at your home's doorstep, with the facility of creating the coupon code for the discounted purpose. That we have done up to the particular lecture, particular discussion. Now let's go for the further details. Sometimes what happen, order has been placed by the company, order has been placed by the buyer. Company has already accepted the order. They have also given Just a minute. મેડમ એની ચાવી મારી પાસે છે. આમાં હાર્ડવેર કબાટ છે આખો, એટલે આમાં બધું હાર્ડવેરની વસ્તુઓ છે. હે sorry for the interruption. Let's continue the discussion. Sometimes what happen, a buyer has given a successful order, company has also accepted the order, but due to some unconditional circumstances, that order need to be rejected. Say for example, after a few moments, customer realize that I don't want to go for this order, I want to cancel that particular order, and they wish to cancel the order. Then at that time, what they have to do? Suppose I don't want to purchase this particular television, so what I am going to do is I am just going into the edit, and into the order action there is one option called resend cancelled order. Sorry, action is into the action. There is an option called refund, so I am just clicking on this refund. Then in refund, I am writing the refund amount and the reason of refund, that is order cancel, and pressing this particular button for the refund. Once this is done, this order has been cancelled. So just look at into the order, where you will see that the refund procedure of this particular order has been done. That means company have to take that particular product from the buyer, and then they can refund the amount. I hope you have understand the refund policy of the particular product. In our next lecture, we will go for the further other details. Thank you for listening me, and have a nice day.